What's good with you fellas? T-Ray the Collector back here with another video. This time around, we got my haul from the Target and Amazon buy one get one 50% off sale. Normally I would save this kind of stuff till the end of the month, but I went and bought quite a bit, and I already have quite a bit to show you at the end of the month as well. So we're just going to kind of consider this a mid-month haul. And normally I wouldn't buy this much stuff from a sale, but I did just recently upgrade my TV and get a new sound system, so I was pretty excited to get some new 4K disc because I've been loving experiencing my old favorites in 4K with the sound system. It's been just a treat that I've kind of become addicted to. I've literally spent the last 2 weekends just watching movies, like from Saturday to Sunday, movie after movie after movie. It's just an awesome experience to see a movie you already love and then, see it in 4K and have like that sound system rumbling in the back. It's a big treat. So when Target announced the buy one get one 50% off, and then Amazon did their little copycat sale, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of this and get some favorites of mine in 4K. I was never really big on 4K to begin with. Like, I didn't care if it was 4K or Blu-ray, but after upgrading, I'm very much in favor of a 4K. It just looks so good and is so much fun to experience. Especially some of the movies I got now, I bought specifically because I do love the movie, but also because they're great 4K experiences. And I'll tell you guys about that once we get into that. But I'm going to stop rambling here and just go ahead and get into it and show you guys what I picked up. This first one is from Amazon. I picked up the Bill and Ted Most Triumphant Trilogy. I love the Bill and Ted movies. I actually sat down and watched these all this weekend. Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey are top tier. Face the Music isn't terrible, but I don't just absolutely love it. But it was cheaper to just go ahead and buy the trilogy versus buying Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. And I really like this slipcover box that comes on it here. I'll show you guys that. Get you guys a close-up look at that. You guys can see the back there. Very cool. I forgot how funny Death is in Bogus Journey. One of my favorite characters in the movie, and he's probably the highlight of Face the Music for me. Even though he's not in it a whole lot, he's still super funny in those. And as far as the transfers go on these, I didn't love the way Bogus Journey looked, but Excellent Adventure and Face the Music both look really, really good. Excellent Adventure especially I think looks incredible on 4K. If you were just gonna buy one of these on 4K, I would highly recommend Excellent Adventure. Face the Music looks really good, but like I said, it's not my favorite at all of the trilogy. But Excellent Adventure looks fantastic, looks most triumphant, and I highly recommend adding it to your collection if you don't have it already. The sound is really good in it too. It's got a really great soundtrack. The sound in Bogus Journey is really good as well. These are Shout Factory releases, and they typically do a really good job with the sound as far as their releases go. So the sound on all of these is really great, especially with the new sound system. Had the walls rumbling in my house with some of the music scenes and the phone booth teleportation scenes. Definitely had the walls rumbling. So I really recommend at least getting Excellent Adventure, if not this whole trilogy. I think you can get it right now on Amazon for like 65 bucks. I do believe the buy one get one 50% off sale is done, but still, this is only 65 bucks, and I think you would pay around $55 for just the first two. So really recommend getting all three of those there. Up next, to go with that one, I picked up Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. I had not seen these ever. I've never seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and decided to go ahead and right that wrong. And I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. The 4K scan looks really good, and the sound is really good in this one as well. Just a fun little adventure movie. I think only this one and the last one that came out, I can't recall the title right now, but those are the only two that have 4K releases. So, or at least in the US, I know there's that import 5 film box set, which would be region free since it is 4K. But I don't know that these are films that I'm just dying to have on 4K. I've heard the first three are pretty good, and then they kind of dip in quality from there. I might wait and hope for an announcement as far as the next two films go, and maybe watch them on Disney Plus or something before I decide to pull the trigger fully on that. But I did enjoy this one. I thought it was really good. and it is definitely one I plan on revisiting. It's just a really fun adventure movie, and though the CGI isn't great, it does still kind of hold up for the time it was made in. Early 2000s. I think 2003 this came out, but it does hold up from then. So very excited to have that one in the collection. Up next, I picked up The Crow. Of course, I had to pick up The Crow in 4K. This one was a ton of fun in 4K. It doesn't look the greatest, it is an older movie, so the restoration isn't just like absolutely fantastic or anything. Definitely not the best 4K scan I watched this week by far, but I did enjoy it. I thought the sound, the Dolby Atmos was really, really good, especially during like the explosion scenes. I think that does this a lot of justice. In some places it does look really, really good. I love The Crow, so it was one I absolutely had to get in 4K. I think it was only like $16 too, not with the 50% off, which they technically do like 25% off of both. So it was a little bit cheaper than that. And yeah, I love this movie, so I had to have it. And I do think there's a digital code in here that I'm not going to use. So if you want that, there it is for you. Comment down below if you got it and let me know. Up next, I picked up the Planet of the Apes trilogy in 4K. This is one of my favorite modern trilogies, so I had to get this on 4K, especially to see War on 4K. I remember watching that on Blu-ray when I got the Blu-ray set and was blown away by the 1080p version. I can't imagine how great this 4K version is going to look, and I'm very excited to dive back into this trilogy. This is one. This is one of those trilogies I try to watch once a year, and now with the addition of Kingdom, I throw it on the Planet of the Apes marathon. And this is a really good box set, really good price on this. I think it was like $30, so 10 of 4K, and it came with this cool little poster here, which I thought was really cool. It's got like the Planet of the Apes right there with Caesar on it. And then on the back, it's kind of got like a timeline of the whole film. You guys can pause and read that if you want to. I thought that was really cool. Get that fully in frame for those of you that want to read all of that. But a very cool poster and a very cool timeline. Something I want to hang up when I have the room for it. And I believe these came with some digital codes too, and I already have them on my Movies Anywhere account, so looks like you guys are getting these as well. We'll start off with Rise. Guess Rise does not have a digital code. They might be all on one thing here. Maybe not. I guess Rise just doesn't have one. But there is Dawn. Comment down below if you got it. Let me know. And there is War for you guys. Again, if you got it, comment down below. Let me know. Whoever one of the first viewers is going to get a ton of digital codes because I still have some more as well I'm going to give you guys. But there is War. And I'm going to double check Rise again just to make sure that it doesn't have the digital code in there. Yeah, that's kind of odd. Rise does not have a digital code. But I guess you're still getting Dawn and War, so pretty good deal there. Like I said, comment down below if you got them. Let me know. And up next, I had to pick up one of my favorite Marvel movies. I saw this movie in theaters and it looked absolutely beautiful, so I needed to get it in 4K. I picked up Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is one I have yet to watch on 4K, so I'm very excited to do so. This movie looks absolutely beautiful and has an amazing soundtrack, so I know it's going to look fantastic in 4K. And this might be the movie I watch once I'm done filming this video because, like I said, I'm super excited to experience this in 4K. I think it's just going to be a fantastic time. I love this movie. I love the whole Guardians trilogy. It's something I'm going to work towards is getting all three of these movies on 4K because the soundtracks are awesome and they look fantastic. So a 4K marathon of these movies would be awesome. And I think this has a digital code as well. So if you want Guardians 3, there it is. Comment down below if it worked for you and if you got it. Up next, I picked up Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is one I haven't seen since it first became available on streaming or digital on demand. I remember going to one of my coworkers' house and he rented this movie for us to watch with a big group of friends. And I haven't seen it since then, so I don't really remember a whole lot of it. So I'm excited to check it out again, especially in 4K. I've heard this is one of those movies that gets better the more you watch it. I remember enjoying it the first time, so I'm excited to check it out and see how it looks in 4K. I think it'll be a good time. I remember there being some like explosions and stuff and some loud car engines that always sound good with the subwoofer, so I'm excited to check that out. Up next, of course, I had to pick up the Avatar collection. If you're gonna pick up some 4K movies, I feel like these are essential. I watched these this weekend and got transported to the world of Pandora once again, and it made me so excited for the third movie, and I just absolutely loved watching these in 4K with the sound system. They look fantastic. I honestly think Avatar from 2009 may look a little better than Avatar from The Way of Water. Just kind of my personal opinion after watching them both. They both look fantastic, but I like the visuals in this one quite a bit more, I think. And it made me very excited for the third one. I did use the digital code for this one. I'm sorry. I didn't have it on my Movies Anywhere account. But if you don't have these in 4K, I really recommend getting them. They look fantastic. And they're, relatively cheap to get. I think they're normally in like the $20 range. And if you can wait for a sale to get them, definitely recommend picking those up. Up next, I picked up Avatar: The Way of Water. Of course, if you're going to get the first one, you got to get the second one. I watched these both in a back to back marathon. Part of me understands why people don't like them, but another part of me thinks, like, why? They're really good movies and really fun to watch. I've seen people call them soulless, which I really don't understand. These movies, to me, have a ton of soul and a really, really good bad guy, especially in the first one. I really wanted to punch him, but even in the second one, he's a really good villain, and I'm kind of excited to see where they take him in the third one. And this one does have a digital code. Give you guys. There it is. Comment down below if you got it. Let me know. Up next, picked up Escape from New York. Had to pick this one up. This is one of my all-time favorite John Carpenter movies. Probably my favorite John Carpenter movie, I should say. This is kind of like a Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey to me. What I was talking about with the scan not looking, just absolutely blow your socks off or anything, but the sound was really good. And, it is an older movie. I believe this is from 1981, so the scan isn't going to look just absolutely fantastic like a newer movie that, was shot on newer cameras is going to look, but this looks pretty good. In some scenes, I think it looks better than others. This is definitely one of those movies that I recommend picking up on 4K, though. The soundtrack really makes this worth picking up on 4K. The sound on it's really good. I had a good time revisiting New York with my old buddy Snake Plissken, one of my favorite movie characters of all time. And of course, I had to pick up Escape from LA, which for some reason came in a DVD cover. And this came with a DVD, a Blu ray, and a 4K. And they put it in a DVD cover for some reason. I'm not the happiest about that because everything on my shelf looks kind of uniform right now. And this is kind of gonna throw it off, but not a huge deal. I actually watched this for the first time. I had stayed away from Escape from LA for a while just because of some people telling me it wasn't the greatest movie. But after watching it, I had a really good time with this. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's definitely different in tone from the first one, but I've read that John Carpenter wanted it to be, that he and Kurt Russell kind of wanted to make this more satirical of the first one and like just a more like action packed, explosive, like I said, kind of satirical parody of the first one. And it is. It's a lot of fun. It's goofy in some parts, especially the surfing scene. I thought that was really good. Just I don't know. I enjoy those kind of cheesy action movies, so I really enjoyed Escape from LA. And if you guys want to check it out, I do believe this came with a digital code, and I will give you guys that, and you can check it out for yourself. There is that. Let me get that closer for you guys. Hopefully you guys can read that. And if you do get it, comment down below, like with the rest of the movies. Let me know. And that's it, guys. That's everything I picked up on the Amazon slash Target buy one get one 50% off sale. Like I said, a lot of upgrades, a lot of movies I already owned on Blu-ray but wanted to upgrade to 4K just because they're so beautiful to look at on 1080p that you might as well look at them on 4K, because it's always a really cool experience to watch something on true 4K with a nice sound system. It really makes it feel like you're watching some of your favorite movies for the first time again. So I've been experiencing that all weekend, and it's just been a blast. So I can't wait to get some more 4K movies. Hopefully, we get some more sales soon. Never thought I would be saying that, just because I usually go a little too crazy and spend a little too much money. But after the experiences I've had with watching these 4K movies, I definitely want to dive more into it and get some more of those. And if you made it this far and enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you're enjoying this type of content. And subscribe to stick around for more. I got another haul coming at the end of this month, which is some stuff I picked up in person, which is quite a bit. I got a Hamilton book order in, which I kind of went a little crazy on, but it's easy to do that on a Hamilton book. And I got some stuff from deep discount, including two things that I had been wanting in my collection for a while. So subscribe and stick around so you can see all that when I do upload that. That'll be towards the end of the month, like I said. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. You've been phenomenal. I've been T-Ray, and I will see you in the next one.